Hai! Perhatian sang putri merak yang tertiup angin. Pavolia Reine dari hololiveID. Attention please, I'm Reine from hololiveID Generation 2. Let's make myself a little bit smaller. How are you guys doing today? We're gonna be playing Slay the Princess. Ooh. Slay the Princess. It's not our first time playing the game. Last time we played, we did our blind very first run and we got such results. And we were wondering, you know, since there's more stuff to explore in the game, then, you know, why don't we do a second run? And then you guys seem to be, you know, also excited about the idea, so we're doing it today. How does chat taste? Not bad. But yeah, now we'll see. More princesses, more fun. Amazing. So the premise to Slay the Princess is basically, we are a being that is tasked to slay a princess in the cabin. By who? I don't know. Why us? I don't know. But what's clear is our task is to go up that hill, inside the cabin, and slay the princess. That is it. Anyways, part 2, even slayer, whatever that means. My mouse is running out of battery, but if it's out of battery, I'm gonna plug in the cable or something. It's alright. Yeah. How many princesses will be slain tonight? Well, we're about to find out. So, I think I learned that as long as I don't take the exact same paths as I did last time, I'm bound to find new content. So, that's the plan for today. And I'm excited. This is a horror game. Huh! It says it's a horror game. Okay, well, we're just gonna move the game screen then. Oh, it says, this is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website if you need a full list of content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. There are no premature endings. Oh yeah, I accidentally skipped this. This is a love story. Obviously, I didn't read this part because I kept trying to kill the princess. Yeah, I think when I was booting up the game, I was like setting up the stream at the same time, so I missed this. There are no wrong decisions. Apparently, I missed this one too. So I was like, oh my god, what if I die? What if I die? You know, so it adds it adds the extra suspense. Well, it's, you know, good that I missed it, I guess. Hey, princess. You come here often? I guess you're stuck here, huh? Anyways, let's just go.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So the thing is, I thought it was just me, but like in later chapters, the music has got to sound a little bit off, right? And now that I come back to this game in Chapter 1, yeah, the music for Chapter 2 changed. Kok ngulang new game gak load game? Soalnya kemarin udah kelar. Jadi intinya kemarin tuh tamat sekali. Nah ini tuh ngulang lagi dari awal. Tapi kita ambil jalan yang beda gitu guys, biar nemunya beda-beda juga. Yeah, okay.
You're here to slay her.
Slay? If
you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm a shot for real. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. We're gonna be super obedient.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Yeah.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Really? We'll find the princess within.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
She will cheat.
And she
will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Exactly.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
We're gonna proceed into the cabin because we're just straightforward like that. What kind of love story is awaiting us?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need
Yeah,
it
this
if
is
you
the
want to do
basic
this
cabin.
right.
Oh, let's take the blade, yeah.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
And let's enter the basement. Also, I went to spa today.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
For real.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
I don't know if I can show chat today because it's dying. Can I? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But, hello? Okay. Okay, good. Do-do-do-do-do. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Dangerous.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Really?
Don't let
We're
it
gonna
fool
change
you.
that.
It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Just checking in. Wink wong.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay, let's quick save. I don't want to accidentally, get something wrong.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Coldly beautiful.
Is she really a threat to the world?
I forgot what we did.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, you got me. I'm here to slay ya. No way.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Oh, what? My giant, oh.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
I don't know if we should
Don't you
drop
dare.
it.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
What if the blood is warm? How do we... what do we do? We should, I think... drop it. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Okay.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the
Okay.
princess face to face. Unarmed.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
She looks so done with us.
Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Okay, we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yes, I'm gonna slay you.
You know why you're here.
I'm gonna slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction
Ow.
and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your
Ow.
thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Oh.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Oh.
Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Yes, we can. I'm gonna give up.
Are you serious? Internal bleeding sets in. The blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly. You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her.
See, like, you know, I was so cool last run. See, it's not my fault I'm out of the cool options. I gotta act pathetic. Now it's the pathetic run.
The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you.
Hey.
This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying
The
if I
things
said I
we
wasn't a
do
little
for
disappointed.
completionism.
She plants her foot on your
what?
chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff.
Wow, don't threaten me with a good time.
And then she brings her knee to your throat.
Let's go. No!
She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yay! Okay! It's different! It's different!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of...
Okay, actually I'm gonna save. Because we got a new one.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Okay.
What does it matter what he knows?
Oh,
There's
broken!
nothing we can do to stop her.
like broken
She's
bones.
just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided
broken bones.
to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless.
It's pointless.
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I mean...
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Real.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here.
Time just reset.
Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
I mean, it's kind of none of our business. It's kind of like when you're trying to you know, try to unravel something that's like none of your business, you know? So nosy.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
None of my business.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Okay. Alright, let's just proceed about the cabin. I don't want to talk about the princess. I don't feel like
A
it.
warning.
Before you go any further, let's go.
She
will lie, she will cheat,
and
she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being
realistic.
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
I guess.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
I guess.
So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Let's go to the cabin.
What you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
We're gonna do our revenge.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Why is there a ladder?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Like, swipe it.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves
It's kind of like a
lucky.
ritual. We always have
Some
to
things are better
wipe the mirror.
unseen.
Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay, let's enter the basement. Ooh, big house.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall.
Whoa!
The smell of incense drifts up from below.
Incense.
For a moment, you almost feel at ease. Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
Oops.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
She's a boomer?
Is that a guest I
Ooh,
hear?
what?
Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Okay.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Ooh.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though
We
if his
need to
ramblings lead you
witness
to the princess,
the
they
princess.
get you to the princess.
Yeah, let's continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral
Making your way
staircase
down
is
the
a
spiral
time-consuming and
staircase.
exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Alright.
The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Okay.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
Okay.
The little bird has returned.
Little
to
bird?
Me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
I'll kill you!
Drop it.
Okay guys. Do we stick to the dropping it or do we... Okay, yeah, we surprise her. We surprise her.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp.
Wait, what?
It clatters uselessly to the floor.
Wait, what? I said tighten your grip!
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us?
What?
I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
Huh?
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Disgusting.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
What? No!
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle. Your knees hit the floor.
What?
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Hello?
The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed.
Okay.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death?
What?
Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not
I'm
to
here
give
to
her
kill
any
you!
ideas.
Remain silent.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen? You're less broken than I thought. Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
You mean the knife?
Do it. It's what she wants. No objections here.
Okay.
I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade.
Okay.
As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Uh-huh. Wow! Yo, I can't choose any of this. Whoa. Okay, I'll pick up. Okay, well, that's the only choice we can do. Oh.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy.
This
See?
one's easy.
Isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway.
Oh. Oh. Stand, I guess.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce.
I'm gonna do pijat refleksi with the blade. Reflexology massage. Acupuncture.
The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
Okay.
Take that knife in your
Ah!
hand and slit
What? What?
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
And this like slit my throat? What?
Oh, we'll end this all.
Oh, I guess we're gonna slit our throat.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards
That's
your
not very
throat.
nice.
Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Slay the
Your
princess.
body is sluggish,
Whoa!
unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
Uh-oh.
Plunge that knife into your lung.
Ow!
I'm sorry.
Ow. Ow.
Don't.
Ow.
As you take another step forward, the blade
Ow.
digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility.
Self-acupuncture? Let's go.
Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her. It's what she wants. You, heroic one, what are you doing?
Oh my
Don't
god.
just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs.
Oh
The
no!
blade still flails towards you,
Ow,
managing to slice bits of
no!
skin
That's
that pop to the floor
worse!
to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you.
Ow!
Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
Oh, that's kind of worse, isn't it?
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird, thinking it can defy a god.
Ooh, that sound.
It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Slay the princess.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
Ooh.
Continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement. You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand.
Ooh.
My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do
The
right now is
sound.
to continue to drive you
ASMR.
forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
Oh.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
Okay.
Stop.
Stop?
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor.
What a nice conversation with the princess, and I think we're now we're really opening ourselves up to her.
The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before.
I'm different than I was before?
Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
What does that mean?
There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept.
What?
A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Well, that's demeaning, isn't it?
Is this Riz?
Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
I'm yours. Pledge yourself to her.
That's right. I can feel your heart opening to me.
Ah, of course. Quite literally, as a matter of fact.
And there's what you've been chasing. The motivation that dragged you across the floor, bleeding and choking. I am destined to destroy the world.
That's cool.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart, as if it's a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten.
Let's go.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Whoa.
It's time for us to seize my destiny.
That's cool.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
Mm.
You can't just give in to her, not when the stakes are so high, not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person?
Ooh.
No.
An echo.
It used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Nice.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are.
Ooh.
You're mine. Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're
Ooh,
brought to your
what?
feet.
That's cool.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
And what if I don't believe? What happens then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart.
Whoa, okay.
It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever. Please don't do this.
I have to. It's ogre. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. It is good. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back. Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Okay. What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
Take her hand. Ooh, a slurp. Yay! But you do not take her hand, something has taken away and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go?
This is
Should we
kind of
try
like a
and find her?
collectible game, you know?
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Okay, let's just approach the
I'm
mirror.
begging you, don't do this.
Okay, ignore him.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
You can get chapter 3 there if you slay. Yeah, I kind of get it. It's kind of like if we kind of do what they want, they will... If we do what they want, they will be the ingredient. But if you keep defying them or somehow we die without slaying, we will, you know, we will continue onwards, as in like we get reborn and then we can repeat our task. Yeah, but it's not, I kind of want to do this,
I don't want to look at us.
freely, you know? Yeah, the voices feel small, distant as you approach. Yeah, and also like failing to get chapter 3 implies that it's bad, but it's not really that, I guess. It's not really bad, I don't think. So I don't like it being said that way. Silence as you reach forward. Their comment in the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Yeah, just me. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Let's proceed, and then we're gonna play Melting Pot. Oh my god, you can't even... She's so big that you can see her from afar.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oops. You mean I wanna make a pin post. You missed chapter XYZ answer. I don't care. Yep. Good enough. How do I pin this now? How do I pin this? The pin option is not there for some reason. But okay, I will just paste the same thing whenever I reach an ending and somebody says that. Anyways, we know what this is. I'm gonna... What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Nice. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
And then we die again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
We got
And in
an
the basement
achievement.
of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Let's just silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Humu humu.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are
How to
painted
get
in a fine layer
how
of
to
dust.
get
The only furniture of note
Oops.
is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table
Okay.
is a pristine blade.
I wonder if there's any new chapter 2s we can get.
The blade is your implement.
And if
You'll
so,
need it if you want to do this right.
what combination should we... Oh, wait, let me just save. There's probably more. But... let's try to take the blade. Oh, shoot.
The door to the basement creaks. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds
try.
dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Sorry, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna continue down the
Good.
stairs.
You're still listening to reason.
Slay
You walk
and then
down
check the
stairs.
corpse. Ah, yes,
You
we
lock
didn't do that
eyes with
last
the
time.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Task at hand?
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yes, sir!
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right?
She's
And
bluffing!
if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Okay.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to
Now
risk
she's
finding out what
you
I
know,
can
she's
do.
doing the fake it till you make it kind of thing.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm gonna slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh
Oopsie!
easily give way and look down to see your blade already
Nah, she's
sinking
like a
deep
level
into her
1.
heart.
The next one is probably stronger, but not this one.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
I guess so.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
She gonna do that dirty trick.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
She's the level 1 crook.
Yes.
Oh, she died.
Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Yeah, last time we were like, yeah, let's not do it. I've watched enough horror movies, like when you kill something and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go check the body unarmed, and like, I look at the face and suddenly like, wah, you know.
But is it over? Really over?
Rip Bozo. I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. A quick save.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that.
Double tapping is good, but not when you're within good distance. Double tapping with a gun, yeah, sure, but double tapping with melee, like, I don't know.
And why shouldn't we?
You don't even have the blade
Is there
anymore.
something
You're
not
just
telling
like
us?
you're just vulnerable now.
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
We're going for that kill confirm, guys. Check for a pulse. Well, we're gonna be that guy in a horror movie.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck,
Nice
holding your breath
picture,
as you
though.
search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one.
Uh-oh.
We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
Uh-oh!
Wait,
Uh-oh!
what was that?
Uh-oh! That's why, instead of checking the pulse, you pick up the blade and you again!
You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another,
Pick her
another.
nose? What do you...
I guess
Oh,
I won't
no!
be dying alone after all.
Yeah, I guess. Ouch.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy.
Wait, what? Is it her nails? Her fingernails?
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now.
Oh,
You collapse to
okay.
the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own.
Wait, what?
deep
She has a
between your
blade?
ribs.
This is new. This is new.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're
Guess she
even
had a
now.
knife up her sleeve after all.
See you around.
Sheesh.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ooh, the razor. What's the razor?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay
The
her.
razor.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Okay.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Yeah!
Stabbed
The
to
voice
death.
of the cheated.
And you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
About that. This whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. Why should I listen to you?
Those are two very different. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We mostly listened to you. How were we supposed to know she'd spring back to life? If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? Shh. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed... Yes, but in this... Had you failed to slay the princess...
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
Yeah.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
I don't care.
We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Let's talk about this
Just
princess.
be quick about it.
Never mind.
Great. Now, if you don't mind... A warning. Before you go any further. She will lie,
she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost.
What if she has a gun this time? Just like, boom!
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Let's proceed. Let's see what the cabin looks like for this one.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass.
What?
The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Oh, well, I don't think this is
The
a
blade
good
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh! Let's approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
Someone had a
Isn't much to
crazy
see
room
here.
party.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Anyways, yeah.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
I want to comment on this whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I'm scared.
Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Let's okay, this one scares me.
The door to the basement
What?
creaks open, revealing what must once have been
Dangerous
stairs.
splinter
The
warning.
fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
I wouldn't like
The air
being
seeping
here.
up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood.
Ugh,
You
what?
can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below.
What?
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
Huh?
That's right, scraping.
Oh.
I told you she has something. I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
What?
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Really?
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Oh my god.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
She's probably got a weapon up her skirt.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Oh my god.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice.
Oh my god.
She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
What? If I come close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's
Her
supposed
face.
to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She
I
certainly
believe her.
feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
She sounds like me? Shut up. No. She doesn't sound like me. I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you... No. I want to do this, but lying. Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye!
It's boring if you leave.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all. How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion.
Oh no.
And then
No! We're so dead! It's so over, boys. It's so over.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace.
Well,
shit.
GG's.
Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and
I don't
wordless exchange
appreciate that.
before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defence. She's much better at this than she was last time. Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
Okay.
With a squelch, she does just that.
Oh, that's great.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, that was fast. Hey, chapter 3! Hey! Hey!
In the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
What? The interior of the cabin is sharp.
What is
Restricting nets
this?
of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy.
What is this?
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option
Hunted.
anymore. We have to fight. Yeah, but for whom?
Paranoid?
Someone or something is out there pulling the strings and we're all just puppets until we can figure out how to see them.
2 extra voices?
But what if that someone is us, eh? Eh? Wouldn't that be neat? If we were the ones pulling the strings, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have died twice already.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is our 3rd?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
Okay. Yeah, paranoid is the hearts, lungs, liver, nerves guy.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
It's only too much responsibility if these worlds are real. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure.
Okay,
you
we
the blade
take it.
before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right. We've got to be able to win eventually.
I guess.
What if winning is the wrong move? It isn't. I don't care whether you trust me or not, but at least trust that defeating the person who has apparently killed you twice already is a good idea.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
Yeah, there's a hole though over there. So you see this?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
There's no door!
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Narrator can't see.
We can see our reality just fine. Why should we trust his? I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Let's approach it.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach forward
Ooh.
and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks
It's behind the mirror.
open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion.
Just an illusion.
It feels like it's hiding something from us. It's part of the big picture. I just know it. That's why it's being kept from us.
Mm-hmm.
Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Okay.
Just
Oh, shoot. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
you step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs.
Okay, we just
They
fall.
are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Oh, I see.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
No, not her. I'm so.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Oh my god.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's toying with us. She's acting like she already knows she's won. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Okay.
Your internal quickening is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
What?
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
What?
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
That's I'm gonna try flirting with her.
I've tolerated a little bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
Yeah, do we have to flirt
Yeah,
with the murderous monster?
Riz. Show her some Riz.
I'd rather not. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll throw her off. I know I'd be thrown off if she started flirting with us.
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
Give her the look.
The look. The look. We've all used it.
Yeah, do you not know about the look?
Are you sure?
Rizzler
you want to
time.
use the look so early. It's supposed to be saved for emergencies.
Oh, okay, my bad.
You flash the princess the look. And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Is it?
Still going to kill you. But now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Oh, what?
Or not. Is anything going to work with her?
I guess
She's
it's
so
romantic.
single-minded. It's like whatever we do, it's always going to end exactly the same. Blush.
No,
still glowing in
she's
cheeks.
hers. Oh
The
my
princess
god, her
closes the
freaking
distance
skin.
between you, blades flashing.
Oh my god.
She skewers you.
Ow.
Ow.
Exactly. Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is
This mitten?
she's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Huh?
We're dead, aren't we? We're dead. How long have we been dead? Have we been dead the whole time?
Dead.
Dead, dead, dead.
Oh, everyone's here.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
We're not dead?
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
What?
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
As long as we keep moving.
Okay.
We'll win her heart eventually.
Yes.
It's going to get so loud in here. How are we going to keep it all straight?
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, something new, something new. Think. We're gonna let her stab us, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. We can't riz now. We can't riz now. Shuin's like killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Yeah, she can't hurt us. She can't hurt us if we, or can we think of something better? Doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict with that transpires.
None of this is working. Think. She skewers you.
Oh.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
More!
She skewers you.
Ow.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Ow.
Then you skewer yourself.
Ow!
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything.
Oh, hey,
You're
contrarian.
tougher than I thought.
It's been a while.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Ow.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So
Oh,
stop
the cold.
feeling what it feels.
How many blades does she have? You know, we get more voices in our heads, but she gets more blades. I don't think this is fair.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature.
Oh,
We haven't tried
opportunist.
that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you.
Ow.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One
Her
last
teeth
time.
also getting worse.
You're right. One last time. That's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Amazing. Oh, that's cool. We all the way to chapter 4? Hell yeah! Let's freaking
Oh, don't
go!
lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take you from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Oh, what if we throw it out the window?
Let's go!
Over my dead body.
Ugh.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I'm
Oh my god, I wanted to say he's so broken, and then I saw who said that.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Let's go.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Let's go.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Yeah.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only
It's more of a slide. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win.
Don't care, just want to win.
Fine, you make your way to the
Oh,
basement,
she's not even.
where the princess awaits you.
She's not even chained anymore.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
I don't think I want to see it. I kind of don't want to see it. I kind of don't want to see it. Oh. You know what? Fine, surprise me. I want to see it.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too.
I don't know if I want to.
I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
Oh no. Oh no.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red
no.
blooms of raw meat as it stretches
Oh,
and tears.
hell no.
Then it erupts.
Oh,
Becomes a wave
hell
of blood
no.
and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center
Oh,
of the room
hell
is
no.
a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
No.
Are you ready for what comes next?
No, there's a next? What do you mean there's a next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold, the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
Oh.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. All right,
Oh my goodness. Empty my mind. I guess we'll empty our mind.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act. And yet, through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. Ooh. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Ah, your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Ooh, she got slurped. Oh my gosh. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so, and let's gaze to my reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. Disgusting. Find yourself in the long quiet once again, and then I'm gonna see the cabin. I see it.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Yeah, of course. What does... Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
I figured. What do you feel about me?
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
For sure. Ow. Oh my gosh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Yeah, I know.
You make your way up the
Blender
short path
ending.
to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
I think this is the only chapter 4, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's like... Not everybody have a chapter 3, but there's only one chapter 4, if I'm not mistaken.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I think we might be missing so many of the chapter 2s.
The blade
But
is
I
your
don't know.
implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Does it log the endings you found? I don't, in the Steam achievement page it does. Give me a second. So if you guys are curious about what I've reached, hold on. How do I see it in the library? View my stats. Okay. I've got Strange Beginnings, and then there's... I've got The Adversary, which is Chapter 2, The Damsel, Chapter 2, The Nightmare, Chapter 2, The Razorful, which is the one we just got, the Chapter 4. And I got The Spectre, Chapter 2, and The Stranger, of course. The Tower, which is Chapter 2? Yeah. Yeah. Not sure. Take the blade or not take the blade? Probably not take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Yeah, where's
This
the
is an
slide?
oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Is someone there? No.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Continue down the
Good.
stairs. Shh.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
Yes. Hello.
You walk down the
Aww.
stairs and lock eyes with the
She looks
princess.
so sad.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
No. Hold on. Let's talk. I don't know. What do you... I don't know, guys. Which one? Free her? Or what? We can save. Yeah, sure, we can save. Let's talk a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. I can't believe they've been keeping. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What if we get to the waifu route but we kill her? Actually, I don't know. I feel bad. Retrieve the blade. Examine the chains. I don't know, guys. What do we do? Nah, doing that is so mean. I'm gonna get the blade.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
So, what? You're going to try and kill me? You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead, run along and get whatever you're planning to get. But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here.
Oh.
But you hear the conviction in her voice. I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
Okay.
If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
Okay.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Wait, let's quick save. Hello?
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
What? Let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
I'll close the door behind me.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Oh, come on out. Let's just get this over with.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
Ooh. Venture into the shadows.
You step
Bad
into the
idea!
shadows.
Oh!
Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut, pulling,
Oh!
sharp
Oh,
pain of tearing
no!
flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the floor. The ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you. Everything goes dark.
Oh, that's it?
And you die.
Oops. Sorry, guys. The beast.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Uh-oh.
You're here to slay her. If you don't...
Let's proceed.
A warning before you go any further. She will
lie,
she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Sheesh.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
Let's proceed. Let's see what it looks like.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time.
Rumah miring.
Wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten
No
table
window.
with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's approach the mirror again.
Walk up to the wall
It's like a
next to the
ritual.
basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Let's swipe it.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone.
Let's not take the blade. Commit to the bit.
No steel claw. Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I don't think she wants to talk. I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase.
Looks moldy.
It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
Growls?
I can smell you.
Me?
She sounds almost feral.
Feral. But
Impatient.
she's the beast.
Or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs.
She wants to roar XD me.
The last step gives way
Oh,
to the
what?
damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all
Leaves?
sides, seemingly
Wait,
the
there's a
only
chica-
living
she's got a
things that
tail!
occupy this strange underground
I thought it was like a
wilderness.
blanket.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
She's here. Ooh,
You see
ooh,
only
ooh.
a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Eh? You're about to attack me, aren't you? I can see right through you. Oh, we're so gonna get attacked.
There's a shift in the humid air, and something in
Whoa!
lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured.
Wait, like literally?
I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are in a dark and cold place. Thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, a slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands
Are we getting
scrabbling
bored?
uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
You spoke when you needed to act.
Unironically bored?
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
Hello?
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
Okay.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her.
What? How can you feel that?
Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards.
Oh my god, it's kind of like we're in a plane. It's like a turbulent ride, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing awful weather. You know, turbulence. Please fasten your seatbelt.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
In your stomach?
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something.
Do what? Tear her up from the
We
inside?
don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
Oh, that's kind of mean. Wait for death! You think we can just get bored and wait for death? You could have asked me before swallowing me alive.
I acted on my will, fledgling, and you acted on yours. The strong triumph, and the weak submit or perish.
I have my steel claw. I could use it to hurt you.
You threaten me, but you don't act.
Maybe it's, you know, maybe I've been eating chocolate and the chocolate has tooth and claws and that's why I've been having stomach problems. Maybe this is, you know, like this.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning in death. There's no more space for words.
You can leave, just let me go.
Oh, can I?
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers
Okay,
of
vomit
suffocating
me
flesh.
right now! Vomit! Ugh.
That wasn't so hard.
Okay, vomit me or like poop.
You feel her take another massive step, and then another, and then...
Oh my gosh, I got an achievement.
and then... It's gone quiet, hasn't it?
You can feel it churning in the forms around you and then a wet tunneling before you are ejected to a place there is nowhere at all. Oh my gosh, did we get pooped?
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you. This place is cold.
Wait, we actually got her? Oh my gosh, she gave birth! Oh my gosh, we caught her! Before you can say anything to her, she's gone, memory returns.
She's gone.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here?
Yo,
Why now?
what? Yay!
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That
I'm
thing
confused,
reeks of
but
death.
I guess we win. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence, blah blah blah, and we are so disgusting. Yeah, we kind of look like that. How'd you get all the way? I don't know! I'm just using my intuition! You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Yeah. My goodness. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Okay, what do you think of this vessel?
This one is consumed by instinct. A predator pushing those around her to adapt. She will make for a bold heart.
Pushing?
She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself. But she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part
Even
of
when she's
something
there, she's like,
greater.
eat him! Fine, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Okay.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, guys, for real, what's next?
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I think we found like quite a little bit, and the next ones are probably gonna have to be like specific, so I don't accidentally repeat.
A warning, before you go any further. She will lie,
she will cheat,
and
she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Don't
Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, so do we just enter the basement without a knife? Yeah, I don't see why not.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Blah, blah,
A
blah.
voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Start with peace, end with violence.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Continue down the
Good.
stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do. No, let's talk about it first.
Okay.
And then, oh, we can't be just like, oh, now there's no, oh, now there's no. What should we do? I'm gonna buy.
You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
So, what? You're going to try and kill me?
I guess.
You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead, run along and get whatever you're planning to get.
Okay.
But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains?
But I see
can't,
that
right? She needed our
before
help to
when
get
she
out
did
of
this,
here.
we can immediately like,
you hear
oh,
the
okay, we're
conviction in
done.
her
But
voice?
now the
I
choice
don't
is
think she's
taken out.
bluffing.
So the game kind of makes sure you can't get the same one, I guess.
She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs.
It's
It's
quiet.
quiet. Where the princess
Yeah.
sat only a moment ago,
I think I'm gonna
there's
examine
only
the
a
arm
severed
now.
arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger? Your
What
eyes
is this?
dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Investigate the arm.
As you step
Whoa.
towards the severed limb, you hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor, then loud and desperate against the stairs.
Oh, she's escaping? Ah, she's escaping! And then she's gonna close the door
You
on
turn
us.
to chase after the princess, but she's fast and has too much of a lead. She slams
Oh,
the door
oops.
behind her before you can make it to the top of the stairs. The lock clicks into place.
Ah, so that's what happens if you don't close the door.
No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free.
Okay.
You should understand. It just isn't worth the risk.
Risk.
With those parting words, the princess walks away. Her quiet
guess we're the
footsteps
princess
eventually
now.
fading as she leaves you and the cabin to rot.
Oops.
You're stuck here. Alone.
Why?
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened.
It's so over.
I'm sorry, but it's over. You don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes. The world ends, and you end with it.
Oops. The witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You
Oh,
know I can
opportunist!
hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so
I guess.
let's get on with the show.
True. Well, let's proceed to the cabin anyways.
A warning before you go any further. She
She
will
will
lie,
lie,
she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power
everything.
to stop
I
you
always
from
get
slaying
that
her.
wrong.
Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done. The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I always quick save and then I never
Walk
do
up to the
anything
wall
about
next
it.
to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
Okay.
That's not actually a bad idea.
Okay. Let's enter.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Hair?
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the
no
darkness
sunlight in
like
this
some
place.
kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Oh, you for sure will. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Well, I remember what you've done to me.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Nuh-uh.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
He's kind of right.
Fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Oh,
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
she's got a tail too.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are. One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that
I
sharp,
was expecting
sharp
her
blade,
wearing
no
a witch
doubt.
hat.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Uh-huh.
Is it all behind us?
Is it?
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
Okay.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Don't worry, the blade isn't for you, or not for killing you. We've got to get you out somehow, right? Oh no, or this. I didn't do shit to you last time. You're the one who locked me away until I died. Or I died last time, you didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you.
You were the one who went to get that knife. You were the one who started all of this. Only a poor loser twists their own failure around on the winner.
I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder
Why is
than
she
that.
the one salty? She's the one that got out and left us to die. Can't you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall
What?
from her wrist.
Hello?
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Ugh. I don't trust you. Not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye! Leave her in the basement. Wait, I'm gonna save first.
Very pragmatic. That is why you're in charge.
I'm just gonna leave people.
Abandoning me, are you? Fine then. Run. Tuck your tail between your legs and scamper away. You might be able to escape me, but you can't escape from what you are and what you've done. If I don't take you, the wilds will.
Whoa, what?
You turn to leave,
Oh.
but as you do, there's a deep, guttural groan, seemingly uttered by the walls themselves, followed by the creak of wood being stretched beyond its limits.
Hello?
The cabin starts to get smaller.
Oh!
What the hell is going on? We're getting out of here and saving our skins. That's what's going on. As the roots
I
that
love
make up
how,
the walls
like-
of the cramped basement attempt to close in around you, instinct kicks in.
Oh, I
and
got
you
an
bolt
achievement.
upstairs.
Leave a suspicious character in the basement. Let's go.
The steps are uneven and lively, creaking as they expand out of the dirt floor, the stairway growing smaller and smaller as you dart up towards the light. You manage to squeeze through the door just as the entrance seals itself shut behind you. The cabin is smaller than it was before, and it's getting even smaller and smaller. That's fine. We'll just leave. I'm sure you'd like to do that. But unfortunately, there is no longer a front door. The roots have already closed over the only possible exit. What little light peeks through the holes that were once windows is growing weaker as the cabin continues to close in on itself.
Are we gonna get crushed to death?
Shit. What do we do? As your mind races for an answer, you hear the princess's voice crackle up the stairs.
What is this? What are we getting all these squeezed to death?
that, you loathsome thing? Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
What about you? They'll crush you just as easily as they'll crush me.
As long as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to hear it happen.
Wow.
This doesn't help anyone. I can't believe she'd kill us both just to spite
She's so salty.
See? This is exactly why you were tasked to slay her, and why you shouldn't have left her in the basement. She's an antisocial monster who'll gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction. The roots grow ever closer.
Ah.
We know. We can see them.
Come on, they're pressing it on me. They're probably pressing it on you too. I'm only assuming that because I can't see you, but it sure sounds like they are.
No, what's the matter? You're scared of thorny roots digging into your neck? Are you scared of suffocating in this dark, dark place alone? Good.
I'm getting to the root of the problem.
That one made me feel bad inside. I don't want people to think we're scared. Nobody likes someone who's scared of things. I, for one, think this is a perfectly reasonable situation to feel scared in. This place is getting awful tight. You feel something against your back. A thick root pushing its way into the cabin. An unstoppable, unyielding wall of bark. You're running out of time.
This looks like intestines or like earthworms.
Shit. What do we do? What do we do?
Make them stop.
Could, but as I already made it so clear, I don't want to.
You slump to the floor as the roots continue to expand into the cabin. Ugh, we're never going to make something of ourselves with that attitude. At least she isn't going to make something of herself either. At first it's almost gentle, your body being lifted delicately off the ground as the floor shifts beneath you. But the cradle of the growing roots starts to feel suffocating, then unbearably tight. Then that tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict. The sound of creaking wood is drowned out by the snaps and pops of your bones, pain flooding your senses as you feel your skin deform, being shaped unnaturally by the living cabin.
The suffering is what you deserve, you hideous creature. Know as you die that you are hated. I hate you, and I'm glad to die horribly if it means you die with me.
Wow.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Wow, okay.
The pressure is unfathomable. You can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding with trapped blood. And then...
Oh, jeez, that's disgusting.
everything goes dark. And you die.
Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, hell no. Eesh. Alright then. The wild. We got insurance?
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end, but something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge.
Yeah, sure.
His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that?
Oops.
That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
We just got crushed.
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Okay.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do? Why does he want to know? I don't mind where we are
Oh,
right
is this
now.
new?
It's
The paranoid.
rather nice. I can hear what everyone is thinking.
Nice.
There's no reason to keep secrets. We tried leaving her in the basement, but she made the cabin come to life, and it crushed both of us into a fine paste. And now we're here, existing. And for what it's worth, I'm with him. This is nice.
Okay.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Okay. I don't know. Why are you being nice to me? Don't you hate me? Don't we start to hate each other?
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Spoken like,
Okay.
honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
I'm not.
Oh.
There's a feeling, isn't there? That petty feeling she mentioned, it is fuzzy, but it's there. Almost like she still hates us. It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
Don't look at what?
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already know you have to look at it. Everyone's pulling in different directions, but that feeling doesn't have a motive, it just exists. Maybe we should look at it.
Gaze at the hatred in your heart.
Please, don't make us remember how we were.
And just like that, you start to fall apart.
It's like when you want to bury your cringe moments when you were young.
Right, she really does hate us, and we hate her. It hurts thinking about us as separate things, but we're separate. We can't hate ourselves. I love me. What were we thinking? Giving into absolute madness. We exist. We're real. We're separate from her. Of course we are. What are we? I can't remember. I don't want to remember what it felt like to be killed. It was so much nicer when it didn't feel like it mattered. And yet you keep remembering. You remember the loathing and animosity you've shared with the princess, the pain and the anger and the betrayal. And you start to remember something else, too. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body.
Ooh.
You can feel it. There is a shifting of the space around you, the infinitesimal movement of your molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you're meant to be.
Maybe bygones can't be bygones. I don't know why I ever wanted to share a body with you, of all things. It's like my very soul reeks of yours. That was horrible. This is better. Finally, I'll be able to hurt you like you deserve.
Oh my.
I wish I didn't have to.
Wow.
Some division, when sown, can never truly be mended. A cavernous gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were.
Oh, cabin!
A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and it swallows your body.
Swallow again?
And then you
Whoa!
find yourself blade in hand, exactly where you need to be. At the center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her.
Kill me then, if you hate me so much. Just get it over with.
I don't like this. What he wants us to do. It's just cruel. It feels like we'd be killing a part of ourselves.
Well, this should be easy. If you're sure about it. I mean, what's the point of being king of the hill if there's no one around to be better than? We'd just be sitting on a hill.
Do we have to do this? You have to. You know you have to.
Cut her free! I never wanted to kill you, not really, but we can't be the same thing as each other. I had to put an end to whatever happened to us. I'm gonna cut her free!
You devious little bastard. If you think I'm going to let you free her, you have another thing coming. He's not in our head anymore, at least not like before. I don't think he can stop us now. I'm not bluffing. You won't be so smug when it happens.
He's weak. Thinks he can boss us around when he doesn't have any authority. We're clearly the ones with authority around here, so we can do whatever we like.
Exactly.
You're tired, aren't you? No, I'm not. I'm... fine. Whatever. You cut the princess down from the roots that bind her. I hope you're happy. Good luck getting her out of here.
I didn't think you would do that. After everything.
Yeah, sometimes I just feel like doing unpredictable stuff.
It's so cold without you.
Oh, yummy! Again.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
You know, we're like XD, so
There's
quirky
that
and
mirror.
different.
Why is it here? Why now?
Let's go.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's calling us. And not in a good way. If they think it's bad...
I'm not like
I'm with
other
them.
heroes. The voices feel more distant as you approach, and it's time to gaze into our reflection, and we look terrible! Oh, we're feathery. You've unraveled. You find yourself in a long quiet. Let's go to the cabin. Oh, look. You're at the cabin. Let's go approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I'm curious to see what it means for us to know it.
I guess like the further we go, the less human she looks. What do you think about this vessel?
This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart. Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we
next
learned.
is the last one.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay. A wounded vessel. Bring the wounded well to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Let's silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
This is our last. Make it count.
She
She
will
will
lie,
She will cheat.
and
She will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Let's proceed into the cabin. It's gonna be a normal one.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm gonna take the blade for the last time.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Okay.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
I'm
She
gonna be
sounds
quiet.
dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
No.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the
Good.
stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No, I'm here to free you. No. I have. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine.
It's just my
We
item
can
of
decide what we
choice,
want
you
to
know?
do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'm gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can
We
assure
can
you
wear
there's no
the other
reasoning
chain,
with her.
and we can match. Let's go.
Just make sure you don't.
Oh shoot!
So here
oops,
we
oops,
are.
Sorry.
What an awkward start to a relationship.
Okay, we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Do you have any ideas? Okay, maybe let's check upstairs. Maybe we can check upstairs.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Oh.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Against your better judgment.
Against your
place
better
the blade
judgment.
Against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Nice.
You cut into her flesh.
Ow.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Okay.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Just like, oh, no big deal.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze
She doesn't
meeting
like
your
us
eye.
this time.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh, we can't oh, we want
Stop
her.
that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
We can't slay the princess though. It's grayed out.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive!
Resist.
The blade! Move the blade!
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
I don't trust her though.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical.
Oh my god, okay. Thanks. Yeah.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you
Surgeon
collapse to the ground,
princess.
blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it?
Well, at least it was only once.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
This one's just more
hope it was worth
qualified
it.
medically. Oh my god. What if it's like chapter 2, the doctor, the surgeon, the prisoner? Operation successful.
You're on a path in the woods.
A princess
And at
of
the end of that
medication.
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. What am I doing
I can
here?
assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. I'm inclined to agree.
Oops.
If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen.
Those are two very different. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess.
Yeah, Skeptic's a new one, I think.
You really don't remember what happened last time, do you?
What happened?
You practically forced the princess to kill us.
So I guess, like, if we free her, but we brought the blade, she wouldn't trust us and she would kill us. But if we didn't bring the blade and we free her, she trusts us, and it leads to the damsel route. But if we bring the blade, it leads to this one, because she's like, frick this guy.
That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do. Which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all. Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds, what do you mean? Of course there weren't any. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical, if it's the latter, do you think the people there live? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
I guess.
You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
Okay, let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Are we ready, guys?
She
will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Wink.
No, I didn't.
Wink.
Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Let's go into the cabin. Let's see what it looks like. Our final cabin for the day.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Okay.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Pristine blade?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Ooh, narrator's like, what mirror?
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Okay, let's take the blade. Actually, let's quick save. And then let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Let's enter.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
Let's see what she looks like.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with
Yo,
the
isn't that
princess. She
overkill?
looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly.
She
as
doesn't look
moves.
amused.
The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Maybe it's for us. I don't know.
That was there last time too, wasn't it? It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I don't know. Let's save. Can I leave her in the basement?
The door locked behind us the last time we tried that, remember? As if by divine will, just as you finish the thought, you hear a door slam. I'm afraid you won't be leaving until the task is finished. It doesn't matter how many chains she's in, without your intervention, she'll find a way out eventually. That's not fair. Unless you deal with her right here, right now, she will remain an existential threat to the entire world. What seems unfair to you is fair for everyone else. Huh. So it's not even safe to think. I see how it is.
How surprising. They locked you down here too.
Slay the princess? Can we slay the princess? Can we slay the princess?
Without a moment of hesitation,
Oh my
you
god,
charge
she
the
looks so,
princess,
like, bratty.
Your blade primed to deliver a lethal strike.
I am not a damsel to be helplessly murdered.
Oh.
As you move to strike the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists. In an instant down around your neck, both of you drop into the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly.
What?
Drop it, or you die.
I thought this was going to be a safe move, but she's going to kill us. Just listen to her. Do what she says.
Oh.
How many times did I warn you she's not to be
It's her
trusted?
weapon.
But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
Slay! Slay! Slay!
You steel your will and refuse to give in to the princess's demands, ignoring the stars dancing in your eyes and the screaming of your
She can
starved
fight back,
lungs.
so we can slay too.
You strike. You fumble your first few attempts, only making surface-level scratches and gouges as your arm flails forward, barely able to obey you. But a single focused blow was all it took. Your blade pierces up through her ribs, slicing through flesh, striking her heart.
Let's go!
The chains loosen. The darkness creeping in at the edges of your vision subsides.
None of this was ever very fair, was it? But I did kill you last time. I should have expected you might want some petty revenge.
What happened last time? Oh yeah, she did. Yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it, girl.
Unfortunately for you, that means you've dug your own grave. You can forget about me ever helping you again.
Oh my god, this
even if it damns us both.
They're all so petty in every timeline.
And just like that, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. I don't like this. It was too easy. It was not too easy. We almost died. That's right. This was an incredibly difficult task, and you performed it admirably. Let's just get out of here. I don't like looking at her body. Plus, he said there'd be a reward. I'd appreciate a reward right about now.
What reward?
You have the attention span of a fly. How are we supposed to unravel the mysteries of this place if you're so easily distracted by empty promises?
It's better to have a short attention span in a situation like this. There's no use dwelling on the past, especially when it's already set in stone. And especially when your promised reward is not, in fact, empty and is worth all the adversity you've been through.
We're just looking at her dead body.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
The windows.
Really?
Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty.
Oh!
The door. Check the door.
Open the door and accept your reward. Huh?
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward, an eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it.
Okay.
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 This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
So what should we do? I know we already got that's bullshit, blah blah blah. I'll Yeah, there we go. I don't know, I'm pretty okay with this.
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Haha, I'm so happy. Haha.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
You know, I'm gonna slay myself.
You
Goodbye.
goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want?
I don't have to answer that.
That's all we needed to hear.
Nice.
You
Goodbye.
raise the blade, then drive it into your heart. You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
Awesome!
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Wait! Did we do this before?
You're on a path in the woods. See, that wasn't so bad. And now we've got another chance to get to the bottom of things. Bit by bit, we're starting to unravel this place.
This one is different.
There are so many more threads to pull once you stop feeling.
That's a little dark, buddy. You feeling okay?
I'm feeling nothing, and I like that just fine.
He's not wrong. Sentimentality won't help us here.
Because we got a
Scientific
similar
rigor.
ending, and then but it just stopped.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions. The last time we were here, you were in full-blown denial about the possibility of us restarting. What changed? Have you just been pretending to forget? I'm afraid not. Whatever other versions of me you've met in those other lifetimes were just that. Other versions of me. I just wish I'd been the first.
Okay.
So you knew how all this worked. Why didn't you ever tell us? We could have used it to our advantage. That's because there is no using it to your advantage. The more information you have, the harder it will be for you to succeed.
It's not like it was that difficult to slay her last time. She may have put up a fight, but her flesh is still softer than our blade.
Voice of the cold sounds like he really is having a cold.
And now she's dead, and I doubt she'll be able to do much of anything from the grave.
You already slew her, and you survived.
Yes.
Yes.
Then why, pray tell, are you here? Oh, I know that one. We killed ourselves. Why?
Because you thought trying to stuff us away in a corner for eternity was a suitable reward.
Was it not? What better reward is there than eternal bliss? You should have been happy.
Wow, scummy.
We weren't.
We were bored.
You were bored. I was just unhappy. There were still answers that we needed to find. It was actually working. And you killed yourself. I can't believe it. You ruined everything. How does us dying ruin everything? What aren't you telling us? The world doesn't stay saved if you die.
Well,
And if the
I don't
world
care.
isn't saved, then that means she isn't dead.
I guess so.
Oh, now isn't that interesting? I assumed she'd just be a pile
It's
of
raining.
old bones. But perhaps she's not. There's only one way to find out. We should go see her.
We're going to the cabin again? We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. It wasn't different last time.
If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time.
Oh, really?
Influence? What's that supposed to mean?
It means she's an influencer.
It means exactly what I said. Don't overthink it, or you run the risk of making your task so much more difficult than it has to be.
Okay.
And what is that supposed to mean? Forget I said anything. I've probably already made things worse, and I need to stop talking about this now before I definitely make things worse. Oh, come on, tell us your secrets. Haven't we been through enough? Don't we deserve to know?
Okay.
No.
No.
Is there a reason it would be raining?
I don't like the rain. It's like January blues, you know?
If there is, it doesn't matter. If a bit of rain is the best her influence can conjure, then we have nothing to worry about.
Influencer? With
A
the
drenched
influenza?
corpse is still a corpse.
What happens if we don't go to the cabin?
She'll find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens.
Okay.
We already know he wants us to slay her. Anything he says is tainted by his motivations.
Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring.
Fine. Let's just see this through.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright?
Okay then.
What we do
is entirely up to us. And we have all those mysteries to unravel. Isn't that right?
Oh, feels like a
You
bedtime
aren't here
story.
to solve a mystery. You're here to save the world. That's what you say. But how can we be sure? We can't be sure of anything except what's right in front of us.
Right.
Okay, but
The rain is just so
we
soothing.
should care
I
about the fate of the
you
world.
know.
Why?
Why exactly in that exact same tone?
Because we should. I don't know. It's important. Is it? Yes. I think. For all we know, the world you're talking about isn't even real. Of course it's real. Where do you think you are? Somewhere else?
Oh, I'm getting rained on.
Maybe we are. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Let's go. He's not even.
As soon as you enter the cabin,
Oh!
you're struck by an overwhelming scent of decay, of mould and death and stagnant water. The once stately wooden building is bloated,
She's here?
its beams dripping with a black ooze of putrefaction, all but the exterior stone walls warped beyond recognition. It must have been beautiful once, but in its ruin, it is beyond repulsive.
Okay.
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the rotting wood of the wall. Is that her? It's like she isn't even there.
Maybe she isn't. Maybe it's our imagination.
See? We killed her. You're right. Maybe she doesn't reset like us. She certainly doesn't look the same as she did last time. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room.
The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. It's just that damn mirror again.
Ah, yes.
Yes, the mirror that he can't see.
The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
I guess.
But we had it with us when we died. And besides, everything else has reset. Why wouldn't the blade have reset too?
Maybe it's because we've already explored that avenue. We've seen what happens when we slay her. Maybe this place has decided we don't need to try
wow. Explaining the mechanics in lore.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
Let's approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's still so hazy. We should try and clean it off. Yes. Trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way.
Maybe it won't disappear this time and we'll finally get a good look at ourselves. We should explore every option.
Let's wipe it clean.
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Nice.
So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
No way left to go but down.
Let's enter the basement.
The door to
Whoa,
the basement
sheesh.
groans open. The air is
She looking
foul
at
and
us.
wet, so thick that you can almost feel it settle onto your skin in layers of grime.
Rhyme.
The stairs are coated with slimy algae.
Ew.
The wood rotted through in places, reeking of fetid vegetation.
Okay.
A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadows, legs submerged up to her shins in dark waters.
Okay.
There she is again.
Barely.
She looks kind of cool.
She's just an old memory.
Poetic.
Your eyes lock for a brief moment.
She vanished.
Then she vanishes around the corner.
have a weapon. There wasn't anything upstairs for me when I got here. No, I think we have a lot to talk about.
You receive no response.
Do you think she's upset with us? I don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
She doesn't seem fully there. I'm not sure she's even capable of being upset.
Very, very misterioso.
You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything.
Let's go down the stairs then.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. Bloated body floating face down in slowly rising waters. Her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy
let's get out of here!
This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead. She's not just dead. It looks like she's been rotting. So killing her does stick. Mostly. But if she's dead, then what are we supposed to do?
Check her pulse.
She isn't dead. You clearly just believe she is.
Her corpse is floating right in front of us. You can stop it with the mind games.
If she's dead, then do we even have to do anything? How can she be a threat to the world like this? Your thoughts are cut short.
No!
The sound of a slamming door
No!
and a clicking lock.
No!
You turn to see the shade of the princess
Nah.
staring down at you from
Oh,
the top
hell
of the
no!
stairs. So she is dead.
Oops, sorry.
Have you never heard of a ghost before?
Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest.
Why does it? Why do you always have to call it
Catastrophic,
pristine?
Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
Yeah, this is tricky. But let's talk to her. See what kind of information she has that we don't.
Okay.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
Bold of you to come back here after what you did.
Hey, well, why did you close the door?
But she doesn't answer your question. All she does is watch you in shadowed silence.
Oh no.
Do you hear that trickling sound?
Oh no.
The water's rising, isn't it?
Oh.
It is, and it's rising fast.
Oh,
Oh, that's interesting. We've never drowned before. I wonder how it'll feel.
Bad, I bet.
I don't think dying ever feels good. Yes, how astute. Dying is bad and you should avoid it. How about you stop trying to talk to her and do something instead?
Rush for the blade.
The princess eyes you with a disaffected gaze as you rush up the stairs, but you don't make it past the first few steps.
Wait, what?
The door bursts open.
Oh.
A wave of water crashing down towards you.
Oh.
You're swept up in the flood. Your head slams
Oh.
into the basement wall.
Okay. That's dirty. I thought the water was rising up. Nobody told me about water crashing down. Ow.
You come to a moment later, suspended in darkness, disorientated, only aware of the surface of the water and the emptiness above. And of course, the princess, hovering above you, watching in silence as you struggle to stay afloat in the icy depths. There's no way out.
We can't seek a way out because there's no way out.
It's so dark and cold. I think our limbs are slowing down. How much longer can we do this?
Just keep breathing, we'll figure this out. Or we won't. It doesn't matter either way.
But you don't have time to figure anything out. Something cold and clammy wraps around your ankle.
Oh no, is it the dead body?
You're dragged under, only able to take one last hopeful gulp of air before your head is plunged into the freezing depths.
What?
As you sink below the surface, you see it.
What?
Or rather, you see her. The
Okay.
body you found floating when you first arrived, its hand is locked around your ankle.
Beautiful
The heavy
mermaid.
chains pulling you both down into the unfeeling, suffocating nothingness.
Cool.
I get it. We shouldn't have killed her. Just get it away from us, please.
Oh my gosh, when they were like, yeah, she looks dead, you know, there's no point, blah blah blah. She wasn't dead.
The past is the past. There's no changing it. There's nothing to fix.
One of the rare moments where you're like, you should have checked the pulse.
And there's not a lot we can do about the present either. Not unless we think like we should have been doing all along. But there is no thinking as you drown. You desperately try to pull yourself back to the surface again, and again, and again. Your icy limbs flailing desperately against the grip of her rotting corpse. And all the while her ghastly figure stares down at you, expressionless, as unfeeling as the weight around your ankle.
Sheesh.
Your lungs filled with water, the same way mine filled with blood. In the end, we're not so different.
Oh, she got slurped by the hands. But your lungs don't fill, nor will they ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. I didn't even notice what she said. What'd she say? Oh, there wasn't even a history.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Oh, you filled my lungs with blood, now yours are full with water. Oh, okay. Your lungs filled with water like mine with blood, we're not so different. Damn. It's pretty cool. Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Let's gaze into my reflection and see what I look like. Let's go. Oh, we're nothing. Oh, and we're bird. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and you see it. A figure of faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
It's Q&A. It's AMA time, but we kind of already know what's yeah, so we can just skip it, I guess. Let's just save this in case we ever want to answer. You know what? Ta-da! Break the mirror without asking any questions. It's alright, save it for another time. You don't need answers from that thing that lives in the mirror. You already know what you are. You're the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. We have heard enough out of him, for real. Oh my god. I kind of feel like destroying her right now
I can
because
finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a
like,
choice and me a role to play.
The giant
I
princess?
am not death.
She actually
but I contained
knows
in my multitude.
about the narrator and about how the narrator is Echo.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I forgot. I want to fight. I want to see the background of all the ghosts. Let's talk this through.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence
Okay,
and
there we go. I
passion
think we're
are
getting
dances
there.
that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Oh, this one. Oh, that's so
I
badass.
kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go. Faster, faster, and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dark corners of a forgotten place flooded by emotions left unspoken. The tide rises. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
Wow. I won't engage with violence.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color
I'm
our
peaceful.
conflict with fear.
I'm peaceful. Ooh!
A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to.
Uh-huh.
You knew me, and I knew you, even more than either of us know each other now, and you chose to pull apart that weave. But you did not choose to end me. We were still one, but we were also separate, and we were free. We were as we are. Will you excise that part of yourself now that you see me from yet another angle?
Oh. You were a part of me. I couldn't bring myself to hurt you.
All things are connected through me and through you.
I just want to see the
harm me is to
story,
harm
the
yourself,
the
is
story
to harm
behind
everything.
the POV.
The truth of that moment remains our truth. You are the one. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. Within, you are tightly bound and choke on heavy air
Ow.
as acid burns its way into your pores. A nest of things devouring within things devouring.
Okay, Well, she gave birth to... I mean, not give birth. I mean, I think she vomited us or pooped us out. I don't really know.
But even when dissolved, you gifted me a life. Perhaps it was fear that drove you. Perhaps it was compassion.
Oh my gosh, we were helping her leave the cabin while we were literally in her stomach.
But the outcome of an act matters more than its intentions. There's a natural order to the cycle of things sustaining things. A world without sustenance is a world without relationships. And it is our relationships that give us form and substance.
Okay. Okay, you know what? Let's say whatever.
It is through those desires that each of us found the other. And it is through each other that we will find our freedom.
Yes. Oh my god! Oh, this girl!
Blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel.
Oh my gosh, this one was crazy!
On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once.
Nice!
You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to rise above me.
Cool.
You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives.
Perfect woman.
And yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
If you hadn't snatched that body away, we would have killed each other. We were self-destructive. It felt so good to finally win. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning.
And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
Oh, this is the giant.
Nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. You are terrified of a power so far beyond you that it strips the meaning from your every action. But at the feet
Oh,
of
she's
that
like
power,
on the side.
the dark parts of you cannot help but burn away. Your inadequacies reduced to cinders by the blazing light of the divine. When I proclaimed my godhood and presented you with a place by my side in my new creation, you gladly took it.
Yeah.
Without me, there is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
You were consumed by your own ego.
And through your lack of one, you too were consumed. Yet together, we were able to create something beautiful.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. I'll save first.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Okay. You have no idea how good it is
It's
to hear
good to
you.
be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yup.
Then let's go.
Yeah, okay. We're doing this. Last time we did this, we escaped with the kaleidoscope girl. But I don't really know what
Here
we're
we
supposed to
are.
do here.
I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Is the narrator really
Yeah,
gone?
it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
I'm gonna enter the basement.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that.
Wow!
A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
Let's continue down the stairs.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are. Hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different. Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
Yeah, let's sit. Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I don't want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
What if we just leave?
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
I don't know, but always wanted to leave with you. I just didn't like being a god. Blah blah blah.
I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
I think we should just, are you sure you don't want to come? I think we have to see all of the people, right? Because if we leave with her, we ignore all the others. Are you going to be okay alone? Are you sure you don't want to come?
Yeah, it wouldn't feel right. But I'll be okay.
Oh, sorry, we're talking to the hero, actually.
I don't think I'll be alone for long either. I'm sure I can find the others.
Let's leave with the princess, then. You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. Huh? Oh? There's an energy of silence and electricity and the anticipation of the unknown. We're just gonna leave. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see attention sees her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there.
Oh.
Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
Who's gonna open it?
Both of us. Together.
Wait, I'm so stupid! I should have said I love you! Oh my god, hold on! Oh my god, this is so far. How do I load? Well done.
Would I offer?
What? It's good. She's. Then let's. And here we are.
Okay, well let's save before taking the blade. Let's take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Let's enter the reason.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying?
It sounded just...
Okay, let's continue
And down we
downstairs.
go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Sorry, I know I loaded because I wanted to say I love you, but I kind of changed my mind.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me?
Yup.
You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Let's sit with her first. I don't want to slay you, but I don't know what other options there are.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix whatever this place is and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened.
Oh no, she's so good at talking. I'm getting, damn it.
Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
Damn, love story, alright. Would resetting it do anything to help them? The people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
How do you know those?
Who cares? We've heard each other plenty, and I still like you.
She likes us? What?
And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
So we're just like... So even though we have to kill her, we're just like... We're just destined to like her? We're just destined to fall in love with each other in this really morbid setting? We're going to find ourselves back here eventually.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
We'd have to decide to do this every single time, forever. Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Wow, really? Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Yo, she is too good at talking. We're getting rizzed up. I take it all back. I don't want this and I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god?
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
Yo, what a Rizzler. Oh my god! Oh, what am I supposed to do? Oh. Um, 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 I can't kill her. Let's do it. I believe in us.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Oh.
You're on a path in the woods.
What?
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, so it literally resets to the first chapter 1. Oh. That's cool. I thought it would be something else.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah. And then, like, the thing is, like, we don't remember anything, but, like, who knows? They probably had a conversation like this for I don't know how many times. Oh, a love story indeed. Oh, that's crazy. I see. Well, I guess. Have you considered the end of the world? What are you talking about? Oh, I see. Oh, okay, it's a proper ending. Oh, that's nice. Thanks to our Patreon alpha testers. Nice. Here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. Yeah, I will check the archive. And then return to the main menu. Oh. Oh, I can't. Oh, how am I gonna kill her? I can't do that. Okay, listen. So, if I go to the Steam achievements, there are still many achievements that I haven't gotten. So maybe I'll kill her during my last playthrough. I'm gonna reset that ending. I'm gonna reset that ending, I feel, until I get everything. There's still a lot of achievements. Hmm. Sheesh. Many variation of the ending. Well, I guess that's it for the second run. Technically, that's an ending. You're gonna all achievement it? I don't know. On stream, definitely not. It would be too tough, but at least I want to see all the other princesses. Yeah. Alright. I don't know how many percent it is, but I guess I'm gonna go... I'm gonna check. Shoo. I'm gonna check it out later. Yay! And there's also Pristine Cut DLC coming out, so I'm kind of excited for that. Yay! Oh, that's really nice. Quit the game. And we're all good. Ooh, that was a good one. That was my second playthrough. So not my first, but it's still very nice. The most shocking... Oh, thank you so much for the Akas plus Loth of Shadows. The most shocking one was definitely the Razor one. I had no idea what to expect, and I think I saw somebody said something about... I mean, like, chat was being like, oh, this is a good one, or like, chat was like, ooh, like, something hinted that, somebody hinted that I was gonna be like either surprised or scream, like, I don't know which one, I forgot, but I was like, oh, whatever, but then I was just like clicking, and then suddenly when she does the you know what, it's crazy. I was like, I got Razor first. Jeez. Imagine Razor Loop 2. Oh my gosh. Crazy. It was the surprise. Yeah, there was a good Razor jump scare scream. And then, I don't know if you can hear it, but there was like... I had my little trash can with me. So when I startled myself, I accidentally kicked it, and you could probably hear the noise. They were, yeah, very nice. There were more jump scares than last time. That's what I felt. That's cool. Our first, we got the giant mama. And I don't know, sorry, her words were too sweet. And the idea of ruling a world together with like such a powerful being, how could you resist that? So I didn't. Yeah. The horror was a little bit more obvious today, I feel like. So when I played the first time, it was like, oh, okay, maybe it's a horror game because, oh, there's the nightmare route. That's what makes it horror. And then, oh, I figured out, I guess, with today, I learned that it's not only the nightmare. there's a lot of things that could make this horror. Yeah, nice. Not nice, but okay. First was the giant one, and second was what? What was second? I don't remember. Oh, second was really Razor? Oh, second was second was really Razor? Oh, God. I think it didn't really feel like a second because this is the second run. And then Beast, the zoo animal one, and then the witch where we got squeezed, where she's like super spiteful. I love Razor though. She's so funny. We have Sloth the Shadows. How many slain princesses need to accumulate together into a single being before that being counts as a queen? And how much will that queen slay in turn? And then the prisoner. Anton M. 1 extra large princess with a toothpick, please. Cardinal Dankaria. I'll lend my axe and hammer to help slaying rival princess. Go, Wayne. We have Sloth the Shadows. We had a nice conversation with the princess, and I think now we're really opening ourselves up to her. Ew. That was the giant. We have Temporary. Unlimited Blade Works, Princess Edition. Oh no. We have Anton M. Pro tip, type IDDQD and IDKFA to be princess. I don't know what that is. Thank you. We have Violet Gelato, Yandere Princess of Blades. Let's go! We have Anton M. Vor Route unlocked. Congrats, Reine. Let's go! We're in a stomach. It's so warm. We have Jacob 47. My favorite part of a game, the writer's barely disguised fetish. Which one? We have Slot the Shadows. So relatable. All of us have a voice inside us that looks at everyone we meet and says, "Eat 'em!" Yum. We have Sloth the Shadows. Is this vegan 4? Wait, which one is vegan 4? Oh my gosh, the witch. the one with the trees. We have Anton M. I love you, but I love my blade more. Probably Rainy. The pristine blade. We have Sloth the Shadows. Thank you so much for the Akaspa. I guess we've learned that within every princess, there is a massive spinning blades, a feral vor beast, and a witch who gets to know people by grinding herself into paste with them. Let's go! Princesses are complicated. So many wild endings today. Thanks for the second run. Well, sure was wild. I really don't know what to say. So many wild endings indeed. I thought to myself like, wow, we got the crazy ones with the nightmare. The nightmare is so scary, but today was something. Today's princesses were something. Literally wild, of course, for 2 actually. They for sure just escalated. Hello? The crazy one has to be the least specific description for an ending in this game. Real. Okay, we have Anton M. I can't see your hands, Reine. Why the smirk? What are you hiding? A huge cleaver. Oh my gosh. Didn't somebody make this joke about like a cleave and you know, it wasn't continued, it wasn't finished, and I was like, I don't have a cleaver with me. Or was it a different stream? Or was it the Slay the Princess stream? Well, I guess we got our wish granted. We saw a princess with a cleaver. Crazy. Anyways. We have Reza Cloys. Thanks for stream, Rainy. Really, what we would not do to be with our beloved princess, you, for eternity. May I wagamamali request you never leave us? Well, I'll be like the prisoner with the neck chain and the everything chain. And then there's gonna be an extra chain. Yeah. I guess somebody made fan art of many versions of Reine in Slay the Princess. Thank you. Build a better dungeon. Yeah, it's so exciting though, because I get to be different types of princesses, and then I'll have multiple houses or cabins, I guess. Houses, I like to say. Yes, very nice. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, and I think that might be it for today. Thank you so much, guys. It's really... Oh. And it's really... I don't know. Very nice. Plus for more room when it got new outfits. Yeah! Nice! Tomorrow is Thursday. Is tomorrow Thursday? Yeah, tomorrow Thursday. So we're gonna have Holoro collab Lethal Company at 8 p.m. Until then, will the look stop Reine with Cleaver? I don't know. 明日のホロロ楽しみね. Thank you. Please 楽しみ. Missed the poll for the game. There was no poll. I don't think there was any poll. Yeah. We're gonna be great assets. Let's go. I wonder what we're gonna do, like the three of us. Because Anya really likes to go alone. Ollie, I think, really... Ollie likes to go... watch. I think I can go with Anya. Yeah, the thing is, Anya's the lone wolf. Ollie the guy in the chair. But, oh shit! My mouse is dead! My mouse is dead! Let's plug it in. Please turn on. Okay, there we go. Is it moving? Yeah, it's moving again. Okay. My first time actually draining my mouse battery. Ooh, luckily it didn't drain while I was playing. Yes, yes. Anya can find it and I can carry it. I guess so. And if Anya dies, then I go in. Ah. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Sounds like a good plan, but we'll see. Anyways, terima kasih atas perhatiannya. Thank you guys for your attention. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Salam rakyat everybody. And bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. See you soon. Shoo, 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 shoo.